Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to cover Homework 6 Model 1. So as you know that you need to follow this type of the naming approach. You need to write first your ULID, then Homework 6, then module, or then model 1, and that IPT. This is the approach we're gonna use a lot. Okay, so now let's move to our object. This is our part we want to design in the inventor, and I highly recommended you to follow this approach dimensions and use this dimension in your inventor to create it. Okay, so for this particular object, I prefer to define this view as my point of view, and I'm defining this view as a front view. Okay, so I'm going to open the inventor, Autodesk Inventor Professional 2024. So let's back to our sketch. As you see that our sketch is based on the inches, right? Let me activate this one. Okay, and sorry. Okay, what is the unit here? As you see that our unit is inches, so therefore we need to go to the inventor, create a new file. Okay, and here we need to select the standard inch English standard inch IPT, and here you can change the project location, but I don't want to change it. I'm just going to create it now. Click on the create. So this is our part 1. So I'm going to change it the name. Double click on the part 1 here. I just double click it, and here you see that I am not able to change the name. This is my URID, and this is Homework 6, right? And model 1. Okay, I'm not able to use the D because I defined it for my keyboard in order to highlight this, but you need to write it the full name of the D here. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create this object, right? So I prefer to start it with this view, and I define it as a front view. What I need at this view, as you see that I need a rectangle with a 4-inch, right, as well as this with the 2 inches. So I need one rectangle 4x2, right? And so I go to the sketch, click on the rectangle 2 point, click on the XY plane, and from here draw one rectangle. Okay, so again, you can use a keyboard to add a size, or you can use a dimension, right? What are the size I need? 4x2, right? So okay, I'm using 4. This is my 4, and this is what I need for 4. And okay, and this one I need a 2. Now let me add this one a 2 here. So we have a 4x2 cube here. Okay, I wanna use this option here. What is the option name? Coincident, in order to move this rectangle to the pivot point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the coincident, then move the mouse to the left corner of your object, click it, then move the mouse to the pivot point and click it. Okay, push the escape button. Now we have a rectangle fully defined, right, which is this rectangle. So what we need to do now, we need to consider these two parts, right? So so I need to do one line from here. This is gonna be, and then here it should be a perpendicular, right? And here and to here. This is my sketch, right? So, and as you see that already, through the drawing I defined it perpendicular. But if in your sketch you're not able to see the perpendicular, you need to go and use this constraint. Okay, so let me go and do that. Let me delete it what I did, and I'm gonna do some line, a regular line. Okay, click on the top of this line, something like this. I'm just going to exaggerate it. Okay, something like this, something like this. Okay, so this is might be happen. You need to make it this one first. What? Vertical, right? And that's the key. Click on the vertical. This should be a vertical. This should be a vertical, right? This should be a horizontal, and this should be horizontal. Okay, now that's it. And we know that this is gonna be now perpendicular for the sun. We don't need to define it because already we defined this line as a vertical, this line as a horizontal. Okay, now we are going to add dimension. Okay, what is the dimension? Look at the dimension from this line to end of the line is 3 inches, and from this corner, which is the starting point of our line, to this one is 1 inches. Okay, it means that from this line to this line I need to consider 1 inch. From this line to this line I need to consider 3 inches. Okay, and now here you see that this is specific, this distance it's 0.8. okay, again dimension, this distance from this line to this line it should be 0.8 inch. That is good. Now let's go to the graph. Now from this line to this line it is equal now 1.2. okay, so we are going to again dimension from this one to this one. I mean this, it should be 1.2 inches, right? And this is gonna be 2, which is 2. Already we have it, right? So now we have our sketch, but we need to use a trim, right? So I need first to remove this diameter from here in order to able to use the trim. Okay, escapes button, click on this one, delete it, that's okay, don't worry. Use the trim, cut the extra part of this one, cut the extra part of this one. Now use the dimension, and this dimension from here to here should be 4. You see that? This is our object we need for our homework 6 model 1. So now let's go to think about the extrude, which is 2 inches, right? So in order to extrude, I prefer always to look at with the home view. Okay, I always prefer to click on this home, and this is gonna give me home view. So then I move to the 3D model and extrude. Okay, so we have now a new window, and we need to extrude this object 2 inches. Okay, this is our object for homework 1, homework 6 module 1. Let's apply self-checking. Okay, as you see that the distance from point A, this is from point A to the point B, should be 4.63 inches. Okay, it means that from here to here, right? Let me double check it. Yes, from here to here should be 4.63. So what I need to do, you need to go to the tools, click the measure, right? Then select the first point, which is A, then select the second point. Okay, let this evaluated. You see that 4.63 inches. Done. We did a good job. Now let's go to the second evaluation. Face area should be equal to 5.2. Which face area? I think this face area. This face area, you see that 5.2 inches. This face area is it's a front face area, right? The face area you started to drawing is 4.2. Done. And the last one is a total area. So again, to have access to the data, go to the file, then go to the eye properties, right? Click the physical, click upload. This is the number we are looking at, 34.4 cubic inches. Let's go. Done. Good job. Now what we are going to do? Now we are going to modify this dimension, which is already exists in our sketch, right? So the first one is a dimension 1. Let's find the dimension 1. Where is the dimension 1? This is the dimension 1. We extruded this one. We need to change it 2 to the 3. Okay, what we need to do, we need to back to our sketch, and in the extrusion, move the mouse top of the extrusion, right click, and edit feature in order to have access to the extrusion. So extrude, we need to extrude now 3 inches. So first change done, right? We changed the first one, which is this. Let me put some things here. We changed this one. Okay, this is done. We are going to second one, right? Which is dimension 2. It's equal to the 2. Where is the dimension 2? This dimension. You see that? This dimension. Distance from this line to this line. It should be 2 now. It's interesting. Let's back to our sketch. In order to have access to this sketch, you need to again move the mouse top of the extrusion one, right click. Now you need to select the edit sketch instead of the edit features. Edit sketch give you option to look at the sketch. Edit feature give you option to modify the extrude. Okay, we want to change it this 3 to the 2. Now just double click on that 3 and change it to the 2. Click OK. We finished the second one, right? Now the third dimension. Where is the third dimension? Third dimension it's this one. Okay, it's one of the size the length of the rectangle. It is 4. We need to change that one to the 5. Let's back to our sketch. We are talking about this dimension. We need to change this one to the 5. Just double click on the top of the 4 and then change it to the 5. Done. Good job. Now dimension 4, it is equal to, now we want to change it 1.5. Where is the dimension 4? Look at here. This is the dimension 4. You see that? This distance from the here to the here. Okay, so we need to change it to the 1.5. So move the mouse, double click, change it this one to the 1.5 and accept. Now it's time to finish your sketch. Whenever you finish your sketch, this is gonna apply to all whole sketch and also extrusion. Okay, we have now the sketch with the modify dimension. Now let's apply the self check. So what we need to do, we need to measure distance from the A to B, and that distance should be equal to 5.953 inches from here to here. That's good. Let's do that. Measure. So go to the tools, go to the measure and select the first point, then select the second point. Let's check it. 5.953, right? It is. It means that we satisfy this one. Let's measure the surface now. Okay, to measure surface, measure, click the surface, 5.9 cubic, 5.9 inches, which is right? Now the total area, square inches. The total area, what we need to go? We need to go to the file. We need to go to iProperties, Physics, Update, and as you see, the total area is 53.8 square inches. Okay, and that is also done. So to do your homework, you need to do exactly the same things which I did here. And right now you need to go to the modules, change these dimensions again, measure the A and B, measure the face area and the total face area, submitted your numbers to the Canvas quiz. Thank you for watching, and keep watching this series in order to improve your knowledge for inventors.